Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of WrestleSlam, the podcast brought to you by the Macau Casino, Cork City, and it's another brand new episode. Today is Monday, the 7th of April. The show will go on Tuesday, the 8th at 8 p.m. to all our subscribers and fans on YouTube. We are joined by the one and only Matthew Murphy and the one and only Philip Connolly. I've gone for your full names there, lads.
Love it.
Just before we came on, we kind of said there wasn't really much to talk about, believe it or not. Now, obviously, we've been sidetracked. Obviously, WrestleMania is, it's literally a couple of days away. But next week, we will do our WrestleMania show. We will predict our matches, our outcomes, and all that kind of stuff. That's always an exciting time. But we'll go straight to the headlines and we'll talk, obviously, WWE, All Elite, and we'll speak local Irish wrestling. There was a big announcement via OTT that we will talk about in due course. But we're going to talk WWE first. I suppose the main news there at the moment, guys, Kevin Owens is injured. He's going to be taking a step back and break. He was due to face Randy Orton, we believe. Now, it is not confirmed what's next for Randy. There's a few things being mentioned. But let's talk Kevin Owens. Obviously, it was interesting to see what actually unfolded. We didn't know if it was legit, but obviously then mid kind of mic, then it's not bullshit. Like, he's been legit. He's a serious injury. Bill, thoughts on Kevin Owens being injured leading up to WrestleMania? Is it a big blow? Does he need a break?
I think he does need a break, but we'll talk about that in a second. But they needed neck surgery, and there's a lot of lies on, well, not lies, but there's a lot of false truths about how long he's going to be out for. People were saying he could be out for 5 years. I don't believe that at all, and I kind of went digging and having a look around, and Kevin Owens himself said anywhere from 8 to 12 months. So this time next year he probably will be on the mend and coming back. But in saying that, he did all of this bad injuries and those two matches with Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn, and they were bangers.
Yeah.
So he was injured apparently since mid-January.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
I think it's a match with Rey Mysterio or else Jimmy Uso, one or the other. Because he's only had two matches in January. So it's weird because Randy Orton, with 13 days to go, has no opponent. But in saying that, there's two people coming back to WWE in the next 2 weeks. So
yes,
yeah. So we'll see. So apparently Rusev is on his way back. He'll be back.
Which I'm happy to hear.
Oh, I bring Lana with him because I think they got remarried recently. So, and then Aleister Black as well.
There's a tease. They're teasing something with the coins. Is that Aleister Black?
I think he's the one with all the smoke that's been coming on SmackDown. I personally would love to see Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton. That's just me.
Is that being mentioned? Yeah.
Well, he RKO'd him on SmackDown last week when he told him he doesn't have a match.
Yeah, you reckon they might give Nick that one WrestleMania match?
I'd love to see it. He's been around so long. He deserves that Mania moment at least. He's so good as well, and the thing is, like, he can still go. Like, he'd still have a really good match.
He's a strong man. Like, he trains a lot. We've actually had him on the show, haven't we?
Yeah, me and you were talking to him in his build up to his match with Damien Sandow a few years back. When he did the big build up with Sandow, and but he's sound. Mickey James is around. Mickey James's wife is still there as well. But it would be very good to see Nick Aldis in that position. But I think if my gut tells me it's going to be Aleister Black
versus Randy Orton.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one. Matt, you're a Kevin Owens fan. Thoughts on the injury and possible replacement opponent for Randy the Viper Orton?
That's the best way to put it. Like, honestly, like, I'm gutted about Kevin Owens like being injured. I was like thinking when Phil said about 5 years, I'm like, really? bad 5 years.
And there was a
I mean,
lot of that around. It was annoying because it wasn't true.
I don't think it's true. That's a bit
Not not true
dramatic.
at all.
Like, but like maybe I want to say is like bad timing to get injured, especially at Mania time. Um, but I actually, when you mentioned, I would like to see like Nick Mullins getting his moment
Yeah,
at least. Because I know, unfortunately, a lot of people when he was announced as SmackDown GM, not a lot of people knew who he was.
yeah,
But now that there's like so much buzz around him, that I would love to get like see him back in the ring as well. I did love the RKO about if you remember, Randy had to pay the 500 fine,
yeah,
but then Nick was, wait, Randy, this is 100, 500. Oh, that's for the next one, and he actually did the
yeah.
next one.
He gave 1,000. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's it. I was then like, you have a fine, Randy. He's like, no, I've already paid it. Good luck. So, um, honestly, I want to say is like, is Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest that's going ahead for
yeah,
WrestleMania?
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
is because I maybe want to say out of the top of my head, I would love to see Randy actually insert himself in that rivalry
yeah.
actually in some way. If
Yeah,
they are not for anything like that, like Randy can't do it, and it'd be kind of good just to see like them three of them in the ring, and just like I think it'd be a pretty good feud, just like having Randy insert himself. That because I know that Damian and Drew wasn't the big fans of this match, but tossing in Randy Orton might actually make this more like interesting. Have something for Randy as well, just so he can have that old gimmick of the voices in his head by interrupting this rivalry.
the only thing
Yeah,
about that is I think Drew McIntyre needs a big win at Mania.
he does.
Yeah, like he
Mm.
badly needs a big like. The thing is, I think that match is actually going to be the best match on whatever night it's on. It's going to be the best match at night. But I think Drew McIntyre needs a win like that, big win.
Is that because they're both they're lost in translation, or
But I think Drew's going to move on to the world belt, the next world belt. I think he's going.
yeah?
I think he is. I think something happened where he wasn't happy with the match, and then he was told, "This is just to get you through WrestleMania because we literally don't have anyone for you." Um,
Mm.
and once that's done, you will be pushed up. I've no doubts about it. He's going to be in the main event picture by the summertime.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I'm a big Drew McIntyre fan. I'm going to say it right now. Drew for me is in the
Yeah.
top five of all time, and that's telling you something, lads. I just the way he repackaged himself, the way he came back, the way he's won belts, the way he
Mm.
continues to do show after show. McIntyre for me, when it's all said and done,
Yeah.
will be a top five, and I mean that. I nice guy as well, really nice guy, and I'm
But
glad that you know what I mean. He's had success since he's come back, you know. So yeah, it's an interesting one.
I can see a match point though because it would be an interesting match because people want matches that are because WrestleMania at the moment doesn't have a standout match.
Well,
Mm.
yeah, like you do mention, like we mentioned Nick Aldis, right?
Yeah.
No one's seen him in the ring for probably 2 3 years, maybe say 2 3 years at least, right? But
When did he join WWE? Was it like 22 or something? Something like that.
yeah, so he was in the NWA before that, and
Yeah.
then
He did
like
run in TNA there for a couple of months as well after that.
so that would grab the imagination.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where he tries to RKO Alice now on SmackDown Friday, and then fucking Alice just reverses it, does a move in him, like, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, you still got it!" Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's all it
Uh,
takes and people will be interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then wondering what kind of music he walks out to, you know, the entrance, this and that, like it gets people interested. It's probably better than whoever, like, but as you say, if Aleister Black or Rusev comes back, then that's huge too. I hope Orton's in the ring and we don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then you have Aleister Black or Rusev come back, and I think that's a big moment.
Yeah.
And I'm all for that. I'm all for Miro / Rusev coming back. And
Yeah.
as Phil said with Lana.
And
Right.
I think if Tommy Black, Alistair Black, and Rusev does come back, it's obvious they're gonna wait till after Mania.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
he's
yeah,
obviously.
I think you're right, but I think they're stuck with Orton, so we'll see.
Mm.
There might be a change of plan. Right, as you know, guys, we record our episode every Monday. The show will go Tuesday. So as of now, on Raw tonight, Lyra Valkyria defends the women's intercontinental title against Bayley in a match that will be truly epic. I'm going to talk a little fact file, and this is just a little story that I happened to witness with Phil Connolly, right? So many years ago, we done a media day. I think it was the same day that we interviewed Alexa Bliss and Titus O'Neil, okay?
That would have been
Bayley was actually
2016.
Yeah, so Bayley was doing a meet and greet in Smith's. So
I see where you're going with this one.
A good friend Donna Corby, okay? So Donna he's a journalist for the Irish Sun or the Daily Star at the time. Donna lives in Dublin, so we asked Donna to get us the wristbands to meet Bayley, okay? Because Phil was obviously a massive Bayley fan at the time, and so was I, okay? Still there, okay? So lo and behold, anyway, okay, we queue up, and literally they were right behind us. I mean, like, so we were say number 15 and 16, and number 17, 18, 19, and 20, okay? Matt, who was behind us?
Who was behind G? I don't think I heard about the story. I'm gonna say
Conan.
Was that?
He's lost.
He's lost. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. Oh, we'll so yeah, he's shocked, right? So I'll go into it, okay? The moment's been spoiled thanks to our internet glitching. So right behind us, we can't put this on the highlight reel, well, we can put it in now. But so basically we were in that queue. We were, say, me and Phil were number 16 and 17, okay? So number 18, 19, and 20. So the three people right behind us, okay, was LJ Clary, Lyra Valkyria, and Debbie. So they were there to meet. They were there to meet Bayley. Now, obviously, I knew LJ, and I knew the other two from obviously being at CCW Cork. So isn't it remarkable that all these years later, Lyra, that was behind us, goes up to meet Bayley and get a picture, and now she's facing her on Raw for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Yeah. I think that's absolutely insane, and it just shows you what hard work does. I always remember Babyface, LJ Clary, Babyface Debbie, and obviously Aoife / Lyra, and they were there to meet Bayley that day, and now she's facing Bayley tonight for that Intercontinental Championship. That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really insane, really insane. I think I did see that photo actually up on Facebook. I think I saw, but yeah, it's like really class about that. I love to see the reactions of wrestlers who's facing like other wrestlers that they actually met before as fans.
Yeah.
It's obvious like wrestlers will meet thousands of people a day. They can't keep track. So if they find out that, oh, we met back then, I didn't know this, it'll be probably like surreal, even for Bayley's side, I feel like.
Yeah.
It is surreal. It just tells you how dreams come true. But that match is tonight, guys. It is Lyra defending her Intercontinental title against Bayley. That'll be live on Netflix. Seth Rollins returns to Raw. That is also tonight. We also have Penta against Dominic Mysterio. And El Grande Americano joins Minneapolis. Who is he? Is he? Who is that guy?
It should be fun.
Who is that guy?
Should be fun.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
So they are your matches. Now, next week, guys, we will do our WrestleMania predictions. Obviously, WrestleMania April 19th and April 20th. It will be live in Cork at the Macau Casino, Cork. No tickets needed, strictly over 18s. There is security on the door, so don't be a little 16-year-old trying to walk in, guys. They are very strict, and due to the man, get there early, guys. I'd be there for about 11:30 to get your seats.
We've been there before, and if you're not early, like you do go far back.
Yeah, get your food, get your drinks. There's a really incredible restaurant at the Macau Casino. Great vibe, the big screen, nice seats. So it will be live both nights, April 19th and April 20th, brought to you by Sports Matters TV and WrestleSlam, the podcast. No tickets needed for that. Quickly, guys, I just want to talk about OTT and obviously All Elite, but let's talk OTT. So there was a big announcement, and Joe Cabaret put up a video just apologizing to fans that he obviously had worked on a big show, but they're going to reschedule their biggie. And the bizarre thing with this is that they were scheduled a show, and the show is still incredible. That's the thing. Like you see Jinder Mahal on that poster, and that's just telling you how fair and how big OTT is, guys. Like, he's a man of the people, Joe. First of all, the fact that, you know what I mean, he apologized. There was no need to apologize. It's probably a really hard date to get the big stars over, and like in general, every star is big anyway on the show. But it's just he announces a big date then, and then like we see Jinder Mahal and many big names on that poster. Yeah. Just, you know what I mean? We're in such a good place right now with Irish wrestling, and OTT is an absolute example of, you know, what, you know, the indie scene should be like in World Wrestling, guys.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And the thing is that they reschedule a new show for the same date, so there's no change of date. But refunds will be given for scrappers, so I don't think it's just switch tickets. I think you actually have to buy tickets again. It's been moved to the theater where they just had a show recently.
Yeah.
And it looked, I wasn't there, but from the pictures, it looks like an amazing venue.
Incredible. I think we're definitely we're like, I know the summertime we get up to Dublin a lot, guys, and I'm looking forward to what's ahead. Like, you know what I mean? It's every show is incredible, but I think this new venue, obviously they're interlinked now with the MCD Promotions too.
Yeah.
It's huge. I'm just googling some stuff here just as we speak, just to get some official dates and stuff. But yet again, look, they haven't changed the date, which is the most important thing. Yeah. But reckoning Saturday, guys, it's going to be savage. May 3rd, the Ambassador of Dublin, featuring Be Cool versus Big Damo, former WWE champion. We call him Jinder Mahal, the Raj Diaz. Is that how you say it? Diaz?
I think so. Yeah. He's
going to be sick,
man, though. Like, I still remember you got to interview him back in New Orleans.
Yeah, he took the piss out of me. Between him taking the piss and Drew McIntyre snapping at me for saying NXT was a stepping stone to the main roster, Drew nearly snapped my finger. But yeah, look, this is a big one, guys. May 3rd, and I would get you tickets ASAP. I think they'll do. Do you reckon they'll do a meet and greet? I'm just going to double check here as we speak.
Don't know if there are any available, but they surely they do. You would think so, yeah.
I'm just going to double check that now. So the tickets are unavailable, I think, because they're not on sale yet. Yeah, maybe.
They might not be out yet because of the switcheroo.
Yeah, so it says unavailable, I think. Unavailable on Ticket Tailor. So look, they will be on sale very soon, guys. Grab your tickets as soon as you can. That's going to be a big one. Anything else that we need to talk about, guys? There's obviously a lot.
There's one big thing that I wanted to bring up, and I didn't want to. Charlotte Flair is having some sort of a meltdown at the moment.
Yeah, I've seen that. There was lines crossed here.
Yeah, like I think I don't know what it is. Is it just all these, like, this is her 3rd divorce?
Yeah.
She's been married 3 times. Yeah, and then I think there's just a lot of cheap shots put out there that shouldn't have been.
Yeah. I feel like that kind of thing was like, it's just none of the people's business. It's like tossing that type of thing out there to Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, like it affects this. I obviously know that the drama at the match we were talking about doesn't feel like a match for WrestleMania. It was just a match.
It's personal.
I don't think this helps people get invested in the match. I think this is just, as Matt said there, it shouldn't be out there.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yet again, next week's show is going to be very interesting, guys. It is going to be our WrestleMania prediction show. We'll do a longer show next week, guys. I think we'll do the 40-minute show next week, 45-minute show. But we'll be brutally honest next week about our matches. Do we think they should happen? Should they not happen?
Also, we'll have more of an idea, I think, as well, what's going to be fully on it, I think.
Yeah, we'll know what the structure, I'd say, of night 1, night 2 completely. But yeah, we hope Charlotte, because obviously Charlotte has been through a tough time as well. We have to note that, like, you know what I mean? a divorce is a serious thing. Do you know what I mean? So we hope she's all right. Obviously, she's the greatest female wrestler of all time, in my opinion. Now,
Yeah.
you're open to criticize me whatever way you want, to all the fans out there and anyone. But I'm going to say it. Like, I think she's the greatest wrestler of all time, female.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
And that's no disrespect to people that have,
And
have been
who's
there in the past.
and who's the worst? Sasha Mercedes Moné is the worst. She's
You think so, yeah?
well from the four horsewomen, she is 100%. I just think there's nothing to her. Like again, there
Yeah.
last night she had a predictable match,
Mm.
on All Elite.
Yeah.
But like
You mentioned the four horsewomen there, okay? I'm just going to mention something quickly, okay? Now, no real relation, but Ronda Rousey is back training.
Yeah.
Vince is no longer in control. I think the problem was Vince for Ronda. I could be wrong, but I think that might have been the problem. Can Ronda make a comeback to WWE, or is the bridges really burned?
I think she could definitely come back because they love her on TKO as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think she could come back. 100%. She's
Would
gone.
you like to see her back, Phil?
I do. I would. Yeah, I like her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Matt, would you like
got
to see
star
her?
power about her. Like as much as people won't admit it, she does. Like.
Matt, would you be a Ronda fan?
Honestly, I think if she's gonna come back, it'll be a lot of like criticism. I feel like that's the very first thing I think about. I know try and block out the fans as much as you can, but there will be people that have a problem. But I feel like that when she comes back, she will be kind of like having a bit of talk. So honestly, I would like to see Ronda back just to actually see how she's going to insert with the women's division now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Ronda, we want you back. Please come back. And I know you've been training really hard these last couple of months. So, I'd be all for Ronda coming back. And, I think, look, Becky could be back as well in a bit. Do we see Sasha Banks back in a couple of years? Who knows?
I think so. I think she'll go where the money
Where the
goes.
money is.
There's something about her that just annoys me.
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné, like last night there now, like she was in the I know we don't have much time left but she was in that Owen Hart Cup.
Yeah.
But she already has the TBS belt. So that it just I don't know. There's just I was watching it going, does she have something over Tony Khan? Because she never loses, and she always wins, and she always, I don't know.
Must be the agreement she had when she signed the contract. You know what I mean? Using the brain, I want to win this one. I want to win that one.
Just speaking of All Elite there for 2 minutes. Did you see the press conference with Tony Khan after the show?
I seen it on Twitter.
Yeah, they basically said like you need to get rid of Moxley and you need to get him off get him off TV.
Yeah. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah. I agree 1000%. But we don't have time to go through the show. But like the match was good, but why were they out there 35 minutes?
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, I don't think they should get rid of Moxley. To be fair, I think it's
not
just
not get rid of him, but like get rid of all this group he's in and the faction and just repackage him.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that because I was like, don't blame Moxley, just blame like the product that he had to work and because I want to say it's almost not as worse like his heel run in WWE, but like I feel like they're still trying to make him as edgy as hell. But I was like, just maybe cut that out, maybe just hear what you can say.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yet again, next week's show will be very interesting. We'll give our honest and brutally honest predictions on who's going to win at WrestleMania, what matches we'd like to see if they don't happen. Do we expect people to come back? Our thoughts and all that, plus
does
more.
Does it feel like a WrestleMania?
It doesn't. It doesn't for me anyway. What about
There's
you?
only 13 days left, and I think there's one match that I was interested in, and I'm not interested anymore. It was John Cena and Cody Rhodes. I was interested in that match, and then after they did the heel turn with Cena, they did 3 weeks of the same promo, and I'm like, lads, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Like I'm still on board for Cena. I mean, like I did love the fact that how I know a lot of people, you probably didn't like this Phil. I loved his heel promo.
The first one was very good in
of
Belgium, yes, but after that they done it again, and then they done it again.
yeah, they have to kind of repeat it. I'm like, look, we know Cena's heel. This is the reason why. I
But
just want to see the lines with Cena, but with The Rock. Sorry, but yeah, that's just it. It's just like this is making both Cody and Cena weak.
you know what the worst part of all this is? John Cena will not be on a TV again until WrestleMania, and
Really?
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
this is just rumor now, but apparently, if Cena, I'm hoping that Cena will win at WrestleMania. But if Cena wins, there's talks that he's going to bring back the spinner belt,
yeah.
not because it'd be like his belt, but he knows that so many people does not like that spinner belt, so he'll just
Yeah.
bring it back in pure spite.
I want to say so. I am a big Cody fan. I'm a big Cody fan, and I'd happily see Cody be champion for the next 12 to 24 months. But I think ideally for fans and for everyone else, John Cena winning that title would be a great thing. And then I think Cody beating him down the road would be even better, do you know? So
Mm.
I think we're all in agreement that Cody is the man. He's been a great champion, but I think just for the TV and for all of us teenagers that grew up watching John Cena, we really want to see John Cena become the 17-time world champion and sail away into the night and be perhaps the greatest of all time. Right, quickly, I'm going to mention again over the top wrestling, the reckoning May 3rd at the Ambassador Dublin in association with MCD Promotions, featuring Be Cool versus Big Damo and former WWE champion Jinder Mahal will be in the house. The bell is at 7:30, the doors at 6:15. Also, Cork's Raven Creed will be there. Trent Seven is on that poster. Also, LJ Clary, plus more, guys. Get your tickets as soon as they are on sale. And also for all you Rebel County wrestling fans, RCW guys, they had a big announcement recently. We'll mention that in the next show yet again, as we mentioned that last week. But get your tickets right now. Eventbrite.ie for Rebel County Wrestling in the Rebel County. From myself, Jerry Collin, from the one and only Matt Murphy, who's absolutely shattered after a long and successful day. From Phil Conley, who's also shattered and had a really busy day. And from myself, who's shattered and had a busy day. We will catch you all next week for our WrestleSlam via WrestleMania special. And we will talk all things WrestleMania.
Just to clarify, lads, this is the faces of true production of filmmaking. Me and Phil just like in the
The
same.
grind never stops, baby. But we will catch you soon, guys. Thank you for tuning our way. Subscribe to our channel and check out our latest interviews with TNA stars Eric Young and AJ Francis. And we'll have a couple of more on in the next couple of weeks, guys. Some oldies, some Hall of Famers, and some current superstars. So stay tuned. We are WrestleSlam, the podcast, brought to you by the McCall Casino Cork City. I am your host, Jerry Collin. Goodbye, God bless, and thank you from myself, Phil and Matt. Adios.